Today was very, very annoying. You know, I don't even know what to say. Welcome to my channel, Booking. Today is another day in the life of a forex trader, facing psychology challenges. Okay, I'll explain that in a minute. Um, First of all, I think from the experience of yesterday, we had daylight saving time a switch whereby London moved 1 hour ahead, like the time moved forward. So let's say their 12 o'clock is now 1 o'clock our time. So it happened and it affected my trading because my trading, the edge, one of my confirmations is time. So we had that issue first on Monday. So yesterday being Tuesday, today being Tuesday, yesterday was Monday, today being Tuesday. I think my psychology already had issues. I should have sat back, worked on my rules, looked at my rules again after losing on Monday, re-entering trades. I should have sat back and tried to refine my rules and my psychology. But unfortunately, I just went ahead with the same confidence. I had actually gone over my rules in my head, but I should have sat down to look at my book, my journal. But unfortunately, I didn't do that, and I entered the trade. And guess what? Psychology messed me up today. I was lucky not to have lost my account today. First of all, I entered the first trade, lost it, entered the second trade, just the same thing that happened on Monday, lost it. Then the third trade, I waited for a proper confirmation. The reason why I say I was lucky not to have lost the account, what I avoided on Monday, I traded with a lower risk, but this time around, I just risked. I didn't really look at what I was risking, and I entered the trade. Luckily for me, it played out in my favor, and I won the trade. We're going to go through the trade now so that you see what I'm talking about. But nevertheless, I had a 1% loss today, so that's making the total of 2% loss. So we are 2% down as of today. But just check the trade out and let me know what you think. Thank you. Okay, guys. So this was the trade for today. You can see I have two positions opened here. You can see the first one is bullish, the second one is bearish. Okay, I started my day out with this. Now we trade 7 o'clock, no longer 6 o'clock. This candle is 650, this 655. So this was the candle I entered from. You can see it came all the way down, looked like a breakout at that 7. So what I should have done here is wait for this candle to close. But since it had been on a downtrend and this already looked like it was taking off, I entered the trade, breaking my rules. I have set down rules which I didn't abide by, and you can see it turned bullish and took me out. So it took me out here, even from here, this red line took me out from here. Then I waited again. I think it took me out on a sell. Okay, I waited again. This was after I lost this here. This candle went down, then came back up, pushed up like it was going to break out. You see, that started forming bullish. So I looked at it. I said, okay, let me get in here. At least this one, it has turned bullish. Let me see what I can make from it. That's when I entered this long. And as you can see, it retraced. It didn't break out of my red line. When it didn't break out of my red line, I knew there was going to be trouble.
So you see this one, it just went up a bit, then reversed with full force. I was trying to get out of this trade as that when it got to this red line. But unfortunately, before I could say Jack Robinson and enter my NT5, it had already hit me out of my stop loss, hit me out of the trade. So that's how I now had to wait. Saw the bearish engulfing with this big red candle. So this time around, I waited for it to close, and it closed below my red line. I already knew this was a sell, so I got in this trade here. I was supposed to wait till this thing tapped me out, but it was dancing around here and I couldn't wait. It looked like it was going to turn bullish, turn bearish, turn bullish. It was just struggling to get past this point, and I didn't have that patience again based on the bad things that already happened. I said, I don't want this thing to reverse on me. So I just got out of the trade. At least I was able to stick with a 1% loss. So that's how that trade went. Today's trade was just something else, and it was very emotional for me. So, but thank God everything went well. I didn't lose the account and I was able to scale through that storm. It doesn't happen like this normally, but this one held me by the throat. Hopefully, I grow past this kind of trade and it doesn't happen like this. So, let me quickly go to my P&L for the day. Okay, first, this was the trade. I had two entries. Normally, I take three entries when I'm very sure of the trade, but as you can see, in this particular one, the first loss, you would have seen that I had two entries. The second one, another two entries again. All these were less than 30. I don't know how I got to 30 and even 40, but you can see two entries up, two entries down. That's why I got like this. But the one I was very sure of, I entered with three entries, and you can see what we came out with. So I was just able to make back half of what I lost. So, but it's all good. We move. So to our account, maybe an account. This is what it looks like now. 4,896 balance and a loss of minus $104. That's 2% of our account. You can see overall loss, I'm like a quarter way. Daily loss, I'm almost halfway. Account growth, I'm in minus 2.08%. Balance $4,896. Best trade still 42, worst trade $53, win ratio 42%, total trades 19, Sharpie ratio minus 0.09%. It's well.
Thank you guys for your time. Like, subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. But I will always tell you, as you know, psychology is king. No matter how profitable you are in forex trading, no matter how good you are, if you don't have your psychology figured out, you're just gonna keep on struggling with break evens and losing streaks. Okay, my strategy is not the problem here, it's just psychology. I thought by now I probably have passed this account, but as you can see, we are even struggling to get to break even in this second phase. But it's all good. We're going to come back tomorrow. I'm going to work on my psychology. The only thing that will probably be an issue tomorrow is I hope market goes in my favor. Because if market does its normal 10%, which has happened to me twice consecutively, last week and the previous week on Wednesdays, it decided to take its tight. It's what I call tight. You all know the market always collects its own. So tomorrow is Wednesday. I'm hoping market will not do the same thing. But Nevertheless, so long as market doesn't collect its tithes, I know my psychology is going to be on point tomorrow because I will make sure I stick to my rules and by God's grace we'll be in profit, we'll be back at break even. Alright guys, hope to see you tomorrow. Cheers for now.